On this computer. Okay, I think we're recording. Yeah, we're recording. So I want to cover some of that because I finished listening to it today. Definitely listen to it if you haven't, but I'm going to cover some of that stuff today because she talked a lot about, she calls it the $1 million morning, or it's not miracle morning, but anyway, she kind of goes over some things that you need to do in the morning before you get up. And I've been totally focusing on that lately, because mindset is where it's all at with all of our businesses. And it's where our mind is, either propels our business or stops us where we're at. And we've all been there where we're stopped. And there's times that we're totally moving along really great. And you know it's all what's going on in here. So the question she asked that I really loved is that, what is the one thing today that you can do that will make you make progress? Like one thing. Instead of thinking, oh, I've got to do all my vitals, I got to do this, I got to reach out to this many people, I got to do this, and feeling this overwhelmed feeling of this to-do list, she simplifies it and says, what's the one thing that you can do today that's going to move you forward? And maybe it's ripping that Band-Aid off and talking to that one person you know would be an amazing coach, or, you know, and really focusing your energy on it. Or maybe it's getting 20 invites in, I don't know, whatever it is. Or maybe it's doing some really good posts that day. Or maybe it's, I don't know, whatever it may be. But it's identifying the number one priority first thing in the morning. And then writing down or thinking about, why does this matter to you? Why does it matter for you to do that particular activity? And to be clear about that. And so she suggests you do that every morning when you wake, well, not right away when you wake up in the morning, but after you set the alarm. And she says, do not have your phone by your bed. Put the phone across the room, because she said there's like 33% people wake up in the middle of the night and check their phones, which is crazy, but I guess it's some statistic. People check their emails in the middle of the night. I'm like, what? But what is real that I know I do too is when I wake up in the morning, I check my phone. Like, and she said that's totally not what you should be doing. Your phone should not be checked until you do these certain activities, which I'm going to go over in a minute. You should not check your email. You should not open up social media. You should not do anything with your phone unless it's your alarm to turn it off. Your phone does not get touched until you do, you know, get up, splash your face. Yeah, it does make a difference, because our mind starts going in crazy directions when we start looking on social media or checking email and things like that. So get up, splash your face, take a shower, whatever you need to do to get your body going. If you have a hard time waking up in the morning, you need to put your alarm across the room, because she said that the first 2 hours of our day is our best. That's the best time that our genius mind is working. And I know some of us work better at night, but I also know that a lot of us have, well, every one of us has different things going on during the day that pulls us in 1,000 different directions. And so it's hard to be clear-minded at the end of the day after you're exhausted, after running your kids around or making dinner or dealing with whatever at work or whatever's going on in your household. That's the way it is for me. I don't think clearly at the end of the day. But she said our genius mind is most effective in the morning. So this is what she says. Number one, okay, you find your priority. Like I said, you figure out what your priority, what is the one thing you can do to make progress in your business or in your life? Okay, and you need to be clear about it, and you need to know why. You need to know those things, because this is not about a to-do list every day. Because I think I've talked to many of you about this. Like, it's like, well, I just got to do the stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, we all need to do the stuff, but if it's not mattering to you, why would you do it? You know, you really need to be super clear about why you want to do whatever it is that you wanted to do that particular day, and why it's important to you. Because if it's not important to you, or if you don't know I know it's important to all of you. I do know that. But if you don't know the reason why it's important to you, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do the things that are going to propel you forward in your business, in your life, whatever it is, whatever part of your life. So if you do not wake up early before you go to work or whatever, she suggests you have to do 30 minutes before you do anything else for the day, for your business or whatever. 30 minutes of that particular activity that you know is going to move your business forward. You set your timer for 30 minutes and you do it for 30 minutes. Okay. We're not talking about all the activities. We're not talking about doing all the things you're supposed to do for your day. We're talking about the number one activity that you need to do for that particular day. And it might be different every single day. You spend 30 minutes, you set your timer, and then you stop when the timer goes off, and then you move on with your day. Okay. So that you can get that one thing out and done. Okay. Let's see. The other thing that she says that you need to do is also part of that personal development time. Like I know for me, and this is something I've been doing even before I read or watched this Mel Robbins thing, which still I highly suggest you guys watching it. It's pretty good. Is finding some sort of routine that sets your mind right. Like for me, and it really has made a difference. I actually look forward to my morning routine. I get up and I do like a short meditation prayer kind of thing. And then I do affirmations. So I have a list of affirmations that I write for myself about what I want for myself, not just in my business, but just in my life in general. Like I'm a strong mom who, I'm trying to think of some of them. I don't have them written down. I have them written down. So I just like read them to myself. You can also rewrite them every day, which I know seems laborious, but it really does help your mindset there. I also do the Money Love Journal. Have any of you guys heard of that? Okay, Monday got me on this. You buy a separate journal, and every day you write, like day one, you write, with $1,000, this is what I would do with it. Day two, with $2,000 is what I would do with it. And then underneath it, you're writing their affirmations, but you're speaking truth into your life about your financial situation. I am a magnet to, I'm trying to think, let me pull them out. I have it right here. I am a money manifestation magnet. I provide massive value to my clients, and I deserve to be compensated well. I am grateful for every sale, every customer, every coach. Earning $10,000 per month is easy for me. The money I make in my business helps our family tremendously. Whatever you want to speak into your life or whatever you want for yourself financially, you write it every day. And I'm reading this book called The Magic, and I think Kay might be reading it. It's from Leah. And I'm going to be reading Get Rich, You Lucky Beep. I have kids around. And and it's all about speaking that prosperity into your life and how much of a difference it can make. So I'm doing it. So that's part of what I do too. I do the Money Love Journal. Then I do my workout, and then I do like a little quick devotion, and then I kind of like write out my intention for the day. Like, what is the one thing I need to get done before I go to work? And focus on that. And then what's the other thing that I do? Well, that's it. That's it for my morning. And I kind of do the same thing every day, and I look forward to it. So it gets your mindset in the right place. So that's what I wanted to say about that. What is your routines right now? Before I go into the next piece, I was going to talk to you guys. How do you work your businesses right now? If you guys are willing to share. Who wants to share? Anyone?
I can go. The morning for me, I have to get my kids up by 10 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I've struggled with is my phone is across the room. But I still am like, oh, I'll get my workout in tonight. So I need to set intentions as far as should it be the workout I do in the morning and do a couple things, or should I be working more and trying to do a workout at night? That's where I'm, I guess, at right now.
Do you do your workout at night if you say you're going to?
Most of the time, yes.
Then you're probably fine. Don't do your workout in the morning. You know, you have to figure out what works best for you. Maybe you'll get up early and you'll do a few things like business-wise in the morning, and then just do your workout at night if that works for you.
Okay.
If you're finding that it's another thing on your list you have to do at night, you know, you just kind of figure out what works for you. I was doing it at night for a while, and then I was like overwhelmed with the thought of having to get in my workout clothes at night. So I'm like, I'm back to the mornings again. So I think it's just whatever works for you. But figuring it out, you know, I think is important, and being intentional about it. And kind of knowing like ahead, like today's Sunday. So looking ahead towards your week, like what's going to work best for me and how am I going to be intentional with my life and my business? You know what I mean? Like that's early that you have to get your kids. I don't have to wake my kids up till 6:30, so that gives me a little bit extra time. But that makes a big difference at 40 minutes. So what
Right.
time do you normally get up if you don't work or work out or anything? What time would you get up?
I'm up at 5:30
Hmm.
so
So
that I can
4:30, how would 4:30 feel to you?
What was that?
How would 4:30 feel to you?
Well, that is one of the alarms on my phone.
What time do you go to bed at night?
That's my problem is I don't get to bed on time. So I feel like then I'm like, oh, I really need this sleep.
Right. Well, you do. You do.
You know, like if I could get to bed by 10, then I feel like 4:30 is okay.
What time are you going to bed right now?
A lot of times 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be tough. 5.5 hours
Mm-hmm.
would be hard to function. So
So,
that might be something to work toward because that hour in the morning, you might find you feel so productive. It makes such a difference.
well, I do. If I get my workouts in the morning, then I love it. It's
Mhm.
done and I feel good. But my friend at work was like, you need to stop beating yourself up about this. Maybe this is not your thing to do it in the morning. So I kind of gave that up for a little while. I did feel better about myself.
Mhm.
I was doing them at night, but yeah. So that's where my struggle is, I guess.
Yeah, you don't want to beat yourself up. It's just figuring out what you can do and what's going to be best in the long run for you, for your business, for your health,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I think a lot of us flounder with like, okay, well, I'm just going to get through this.
Right.
Like I don't mean to be like type A, plan it out, but just being intentional so that
It is helpful.
you know what I mean? And
Well,
then
and the whole mindset, like speaking those, are there samples that you can go from online as far as the, what were you calling them? Things you say, like, I am a strong mom, I am the positive reinforcements, or?
Mhm. Well, I got some of them from Wendy did a video on it, and then Leah Newman, because I do a lot of her stuff, she's given a lot of good examples, and she did a whole thing on it. And just really kind of coming up with something that's important to you, like what do you hope for in your life, and it's speaking it as if it's the truth right now for you, and it might already be the truth, but sometimes you don't believe it.
Yep.
And like the money thing, like that's what I want, that's my goal, so I'm going to say it's easy for me, I can do this, you know. And that personal development is like number one, like that's the number one thing that needs to be done in your day, and it should be like the first thing done. All right, what are you doing, looking at yourself? All right, anyone else want to talk, or otherwise I'm going to go over the walker, jogger, runner forms. I want to show. I want to go. Okay, I want to go over those because it was an eye opener for me where I am with my business. So, anyone else want to talk? Or are we good? All right, I'm going to share the screen and pull this up. Did you guys see this?
That's a lot.
Hold on, let me get to it. Did you guys see these? Okay. Yes and no. Okay. What I would like to do, I don't know how you feel about it. Someone else created this. This was at leadership. I don't even remember who created it. I should know. Some top coach created it. And every Sunday, wherever their coach is, they use that particular tracker. So she has a walker tracker, which these are the activities you would do if you were a walker in your business. So here's some of what she says is considered a walker. And I thought this was interesting because I think some people think they're runners and they might be walkers or joggers, and that's okay. And I think it's really owning where you're at in your business and then mastering that level. Woo, he's stinky. Mastering that level before you move to the next level. So the walker behavior, and I'm not going to make you do these, but I think it'd be a nice thing to kind of put up in your office or workspace as things that you know you need to do every day, and you can kind of review your week. I love this Sunday evening reviewing. So the daily behaviors, stop it. Read your vision. It's just inviting one person a day, 10 minutes of personal development. That's always key. Obviously committing to Shakeology, I don't think, and pressing play most days, not every day. But I know that's not a major issue. Daily gratitude. Recognizing, thanking someone every day. Can you go see what he's doing? He's looking to get something down. Posting on your social media once a day, contributing to a challenge group daily, listening to the National Wake Up Call, posting your monthly goals, understanding the power of community recognition, compound, and success club 0 to 5, meaning wherever you're at is where you're at. And I like this because I think for some people that get overwhelmed with the business, sometimes just need to go back to, okay, I'm a walker today. I'm going to be a walker this week because I'm overwhelmed with my business right now. And I think it's okay to go back and forth. And she talked about that too in her presentation. And I should remember who did this presentation, but I loved it because it really goes to where you're at right now in your personal business. And then on Sunday evening, it really gives you time to think about, it's hard to read. Let's see again, top 3, I can't even read it.
Wait, I can read.
You can't read it. Your top 3 goals of the month, the week, the days, and then looking at your victories, defeats, ahas from personal development. I think this would be a really nice thing if people are willing to print them out and just kind of identify if this is where you're at right now. Just be a walker for the week. You know what I mean? Totally okay. Master being a walker and then become a jogger. She also has this, which is kind of cool. And this would be just another way to track it's just tracking your activities. It's not tracking your people that you're reaching out to. Like, you should use something else for that, whether it's paper and pencil, Asana, Teamsy, or whatever you use. You need something different for that. But this is just tracking your daily behaviors, which I think would be a nice thing to do. You know, like there are 7 things that you need to do or 10 top things that you need to do, just checking them off as you go. And it's kind of keeping yourself accountable. Yeah. I think it would be really nice for us to even post on Sundays when we've all done it. I might start doing it, and then if anyone wants to do it with me. So let's go up to the jogger. And this one's ramping your behavior up a little bit. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm not sure what sheriffering revision. I don't know what she means by that. Inviting 3 people a day to join your journey, posting on social media 3 times a day, your daily power hour, contributing and checking into your team page, attending events and all team calls, running monthly free group, hosting your own challenge group, 10 to 30 minutes of personal development, practicing your 4 vitals, posting your monthly goals, Sunday evening weekend review, using your tracking system. And when you're a jogger, you should understand the compensation and coach placement, developing your brand, the power of community recognition and compound, and you should be hitting at least Success Club 5 every month and your recruited coaches. So I thought this was a big aha because I'm going to be honest, sometimes I'm a jogger for sure when I've always thought I'm a runner. And some days I'm doing jogger activities and probably some days I'm doing walker activities. And I think owning where you're at in your business is important. And I think having this would help you feel successful because I think sometimes we feel not enough if we don't do all the stuff every day. Like maybe that day it's going to be a jogger day, or maybe the whole week it's going to be a jogger week, or the whole week's going to be a walker week. And then it makes you feel successful. Like I'm doing the stuff still. Maybe it's not runner activities right now, but I'm doing the stuff consistently because as we've all talked about before, consistency is number 1. Okay, personal development's number 1. Consistency is right behind it, really close behind it. Those are the top 2 things you need. Does it mean you have to consistently invite 50 people a day? No, invite 1 person a day. Like do something. Make sure you're always present on social media because one thing I've noticed is that when some people fall off the wagon, they're like off the wagon. They're like off the trail. We fall off the wagon. It doesn't have to mean that you're like out of, like you're just gone out of sight. Like it's just consistent. Maybe you're just doing a little bit, you know? And again, it's got that weekly success tracker in there. And I posted it in Team All Stars, I believe. If you can't access it, let me know and I'll make sure to get it to you. And then the runner activity, this is big, lots of stuff. If you thought you were a runner, I'm not saying you can't be a runner. And this is even a stretch for me too. Like, am I always doing these things?
Can I read it?
Reading the vision, no. Inviting and following up with 10 to 20 people per day. Yeah, some days I don't invite or follow up with 10. I might do 5. Hosting team calls and trainings, I am doing that. Mentoring coaches, doing that. 10 to 30 minutes of PD, practicing your 4 vitals, posting your monthly goals. Sunday evening weekend review, using your tracker, power hour, running free monthly groups, posting your own challenge group.
And mentor coaches.
Managing multiple social media platforms. And as of recently, until recently, I was only doing my fitness page on Facebook, and now I'm back to Instagram and trying out Instagram stories.
Oh, yeah.
Which are a lot of fun, by the way.
Yeah.
Managing a team page, attending and helping organize events. You understand duplication, branding, elite and premier guidelines, team culture, opportunity for leader growth, being solution-oriented, rallying team for summit trips, blah, blah, blah. Sneak peek calls, power community, compensation, developing your brand. Success Club 20 plus. Okay, I'm not there. I never hit Success Club 20. Well, I've hit it maybe 2 times in my Beachbody career.
Okay.
So this was eye-opener for me. Like, if we want to be runners, these are the activities that you're doing. And that's not saying we can't be there. But this is what would be required to be a runner in the business. Eva, can you please move? And if you really want to make this a career, like this is the stuff you need to do. This is the stuff. And I love the weekend review. So
I can read those.
I know you can, honey. All right, let me see what this. Okay, Haley Christian. Sorry, I'm going to read the chats now. Was it Haley Christian, Amber Kuipers? Let me look. I have my notes right here.
A lot of notes.
I do.
What is he?
Okay, it was not Haley Christian. It was Moira Kukaba. Kucaba? Kucaba? She's the one that created it.
Cool.
So, and she's also talked about what's the story you're telling yourself every day. And again, that's part of your mindset, and that's part of the reason why she created this walker, jogger, runner is if you're telling yourself, oh, I can get to it. Oh, I can't get to these activities or I'm so overwhelmed with it all. She's like, no, make yourself successful and do the jogger activities that day and then feel good about that. You're setting yourself up for success by doing that. So anyway, I'm going to print mine out tomorrow when I'm at work because my printer doesn't work here. And I am going to share that on the page. I encourage you guys to share on our team page, kind of like where you're at with your business. And I thought it would be kind of nice for us to start sharing our monthly, weekly goals and things like that. So that's what I have for you. I wanted to kind of go over that stuff with you. What kind of questions do you guys have, or where's everyone's mindsets at? Anyone? No one? Bueller? Bueller. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. It's totally fine. So, at any rate, if you use those activity trackers or not, it's Sunday night. Plan your week. Make a plan for your week. Figure out why. Oh, Isaac is crying. Make a plan for your week. Figure out, oh no, he's not. There he is. Hi. Figure out why it's important to you. Why you have to figure out why. And I'm talking to you, Christine, Ashley. Because both of you said not sure why. Yeah, you got to dig deep to figure out that why.
That's a lot.
That's just a chat. This is like my Beachbody coaching training right here.
I just was getting my daily calendar up to date, which I actually quote on like some of my pictures sometimes. Mm-hmm. It said, now this is Wednesday, November 1. You see how far behind I was? But it says, you are today where your thoughts have brought you. You will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was good.
That is good.
I'll post a mindset post today sometime.
There you go. Good. It's true, I guess. I mean, once I started working my bleed out a little bit more, what's that?
So it's totally in your mind.
It is. It's crazy because when I was at leadership, it was. I know. He's watching TV. When I was at leadership, when I got there, I was like, I felt like such a peon. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm standing here And Wendy had been there 3 times, so she knows what it's all about. She's talking to all these top coaches, and I'm like she's talking to Raina O'Dell, and I'm standing there like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I felt like I'm talking to celebrity. Now, anyone else outside of Beachbody World would be like, whatever, who's this girl? You know, but, you know, in Beachbody World, she's like a celebrity.
Yeah.
Or like talking to, I don't know. I mean, Jamie and Kim Fitzpatrick, she's like buddies with them, and I've like idolized them for 2 years. And we like sat by the pool with them all afternoon, and I was like totally stunted by it. Anyway, my whole thing was, it took me a couple days, but I'm like, these people are just like us. There's nothing special. I mean, there's nothing. Okay, you need to stop. There's nothing special about these people, like in the sense that they're no different than us, is what I mean. Of course, there's something special about each of us, but they're just like sharing their truth, and they're being real to themselves, and they're doing all the stuff. Like, that's the only difference. And that became apparent to me. Like, the things that they're doing is all the same stuff we're doing. They're just doing more of it. And their social media is off the wall. Like, they're really good with social media. And that was apparent when I got there. Like, my social media needs to improve a ton. That was what I noticed for myself. But the stuff that they're doing is no different. Like, how they got to where they're at, like, it honestly is really possible for any of us. Hearing some of their stories. Brady, you see your friend Isaac on there? Hearing some of their stories, I was like, I could do that, you know? So I think it's changing that mindset of like, I can't do this. They are so much bigger and better than me. Then like, there's nothing that they have that I don't have already. And it's switching that. It's like making that switch to, they were where I was at 5 years ago, you know, totally possible. And that was one of the activities that Carl did. And I think you guys heard it, was like, he did this whole thing with us. It's totally possible. Everything he asked us, we had to respond with, it's totally possible. And
Totally possible.
yes, totally possible. So it's all about that mindset. So anyway, so that's where we're at. So watch the Mel Robbins. Make that on your list of things to do. It's about an hour. So have it up. You kind of want to pay attention. So it can't be something you're doing in the background. You kind of have to sort of sit and watch it, because I feel like I tried to do other things while I was listening, and I was not absorbing as well. So I actually had to sit down and watch it, and I took some notes. So find an hour where you have, where the kids are distracted or whatever, and you have some time. Consider a morning routine, even if it's 30 minutes before work, you know, getting your mindset right, and identifying the one business activity that you could do in a day that is number one importance, and just do that one thing. Not just do that one thing, but make that your priority. Always post on social media, but do that one thing for sure, you know. So, all right, I got to change a stinky diaper. He's like smelling up the room, so I got to go take care of that.
Thank you.
I hope this was helpful. I just had it, like, I was reading it. I was like, I need to share this with the team. I need to see how everyone feels about this. So anyway, have a good rest of your Sunday, guys. Let me know if you need anything. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.